Halakha Yomit. Today, first of all, I'm going to explain one halakha that yesterday I didn't explain it enough. And then I will explain also why today we said Yehi Shem instead of to say Ana. First, yesterday we spoke about Hok Tuchot. Hok Tuchot in Sefer Torah, I mentioned that if a person, he writes a Sefer Torah, and now he has a sha'ava, he have wax on the letters, and the guy, he's erasing the sha'ava, he peels the sha'ava, the wax out of the Sefer Torah. Chacham said is not Hok Tuchot. What is Hok Tuchot? Ma perush. What's the meaning of these words? Meaning of these words that there is a way to write Sefer Torah. Instead of to write it, you're erasing. Meaning, you're taking the ink and you're putting the ink on the cloth. And you start to erase around the place that you want to erase, and basically the way how you carve. How you carving things. You have the goosh, you have like a chunk of whatever, it's going to be metal or anything. You carve, and then you see, when you're taking out, you have the shape. Same thing here. What are you doing? You start to write in the ink, and the shape of the letter comes out. So you're erasing, and then you see the shape of the letter. There's a way to do it. This is called Hok Tuchot. This is Asur in Sefer Torah. Meaning, if you're not going to take the pen and the ink and to write it one-on-one, means to the black and white, this is considered Hok Tuchot. Because if you're going to erase ink al menat in order for you to write, this is not good. So if you're not writing the way how you write on a paper or whatever, this is Asur. So if you're taking something and you erase, and because you're erasing something, you're getting the letter or the word, this is not good. This is considered Hok Tuchot, and this is not good. Chacham Avodah said, the Hidush here, it's when a person is doing it with wax, it's not a problem. Why? Because again, what are you doing here? Now you had a word. The word was missing something. You erase the wax, and now the letter comes out because the letter is under the wax. So you erase the letter from the Sefer Torah, you erase the wax from the Sefer Torah, and now you see the letter. So maybe it's going to consider Hok Tuchot because you need to erase first. No, it's not considered erasing. You're just revealing the letter that was under the wax. And even if some poskim said it's a problem, la'alacha, like I said before, it's not a problem. This is just to clarify what I said yesterday, because I mentioned something, I said something else, and it's not Hok Tuchot. I said about the order. Order has to be only in mezuzot. Mezuzot you have to write it in order. Shema until the end of Ve'ayim Shamoa. Kimei Hashamayim al haaretz has to be in order. If you're writing it the opposite, it's not good. So this is one thing. Now, why today we said Yehi Shem? What's the hidush here? So I'm going to tell you the minhag. First of all, not only Syrian, also Moroccan and some Idot, if the end of the 7 days after Shavuot is going to be on Friday, this Friday they're not going to say Ana. So Moroccan this year doesn't say Ana. Not all Moroccan, also in Morocco there's a minhagim. So you have, for example, the 7th day, yesterday was the last day of Korbanot of Shavuot. You know that every holiday has tashlumin, to make up the Korbanot if you couldn't bring it on the first day. When you go to Beit HaMikdash, you bring Korban. Korban is supposed to be the first day or the second day. Okay? First day. There's no second day in Eretz Yisrael. First day. Now the guy didn't bring Korban. He couldn't. He came late. He came late to Beit HaMikdash. He came the third day of the holiday. He came the third day of the holiday. No. So now, can he make up the korbanot? Usually it's supposed to be, when you come to Beit HaMikdash the first day, you need to bring korban. Yes, you have 7 days לתשלומים. תשלומים זאת אומרת to make it up. עכשיו, we know Sukkot and Pesach, we have the holiday, right? How many days is Pesach? 7 days. How many days is Sukkot? 7 days, in extra 1 day, Shemini Atzeret. Beautiful. Shavuot, how many days? 1 day. Chutz La'aretz, 2 days, that's it. No person now, he want to bring korbanot. Gemara Masechet Hagiga said, Yesh sheva letashlumin. Meaning, all these 7 days, it's considered Yom Tov. That's the reason we don't say Anna all these days, because it's a days for makeup for korbanot. And a person that brings korban to Beit HaMikdash, it's his Yom Tov. Therefore, you don't need to say Anna. So now, today, because that you had already all week you didn't say Anna, Friday you're going to say Anna right before Shabbat. I mean, how you don't say Anna because of Shabbat? So now Shacharit you're going to say Anna, then again you're not going to say Anna. Lachen, some minhagim, some idot, they ending this week with no Anna. So, good. We don't, it's not the reason. The Halabim have a different minhag. What is the reason that in Hala we don't say today, 7 days after Shavuot, Tomeret Yud Gimel B'Chodesh 13 of Sivan, we don't say Anna, because of a miracle. It's called Nes Musan. Nes Musan, Aya al Shem, one guy is named Isaac Yitzhak Musan. Yitzhak Musan, he was the son of Musa Musan. This guy, Musa Musan, was Adam Hashuv in the Kehila of Halab. This is the story, I saw it in Sefer Kaneh V'Kinamon. There's a book, it's called Kaneh V'Kinamon. Also, there's Sefer Derech Eretz, Derech Aram Tzova. This story, they brought it over there. This story happens around 1840, about 1840. This is 1840. בערך, פחות או יותר. And this guy, it's Yitzhak Musan, he was the son of Musa Musan. And he was playing with his friend outside. His friend was a Christian, Goy. One day, they didn't see him, he disappeared. The Goy, the Christian. Alchu Yashar, the Komar, the priest that in the place, he went and he started to say that the Jews, they slaughtered his son, meaning this kid, because that they want to use his blood for matzot. עלילת דם. היהודים לא משתמשים בדם. We're not using blood. You're not allowed to, you cannot take, if somebody has a little bit of blood here, you're not allowed to suck it. Asura. You're not allowed to. You have some blood here, you're not allowed to. So they're always saying that we took blood from matzot. שטויות, no. So, no, בסוף, in the end, the minister of the city, they want to make a lot of problems to the Jews in Halab. And they want to kick out some of the Jews and taxes and balagan. And the Yehudim, they were very, very nervous what's going to happen. Because the second that the Goyim, the minister of the city, giving permission to do whatever you want to do, so they're going and pogrom stars, and it happened in Iraq, it happened in Syria, it happened in all places. Even if most of the time the Jews lived nice with the Arabs, still there were always pogroms. Always there were pogroms. Sometimes the Christians, sometimes the Muslims, it depends. Every time it's something else. And at that time, the Yehudim over there were very nervous. And Naya Nes Gadol, that they found this kid hiding in church. The Komar, the priest over there, he hid him in the church לספר את הסיפור הזה, to start all this problem. And at that day that they found him, and the minister of the city, they punished him and his crew, they punished the Christians over there, Baruch Hashem. היה ליהודים הייתה אורה ושמחה ושמחה, it was י"ג סיוון, it was that day. Since then, the Yehudim of Syria, of Halab, special Halab, they took upon themselves to make it a Yom Tov, like a Purim. And today we're not celebrating, but really the Halabis should celebrate this day. Beautiful meal, and shirim and zemirot, but at least we don't say Anna. So, כל קהילות יהדות ארם צובא בכל העולם. Knis Ades in Eretz Israel, here in Buenos Aires, in Brazil, in Mexico, in Panama, all places, we don't say Anna in this day, in Yud Gimel Sivan. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen. We have